I want to give a bigger picture first and then come to the situation we are facing today after 9/11. While growing up in early 50s and going to high school in 60s, I noted very clearly that the world is divided very distinctly into two parts. Still, it could be said it is the same trend, but I realized very remarkably, third world being liberated from the colonialism at that time. Almost all countries were colonized by Western powers, and they started getting their independence and freedom and liberty starting from 40s and 50s and even 60s. So that was one world. And there was a world ruled by communism, like Soviet Union and its allies. And there was the Western world. And there was a very distinct case. Western world had the values of democracy, freedom, constitution, human rights, respect for laws, judiciary, honest system by law enforcement and judiciary and other branches, while in the communist bloc and the third world countries, all these things were lacking. Some countries that became independent and were following democracies, they were very new in democracy, and therefore the people and the society did not have much understanding of the constitution and judiciary and so on. And the remaining ones were ruled by dictators, kings, military rulers. They did not have any value or respect for constitution. They valued only their power and their interest and their rule. Now, after 9/11, I find things very much changed. The country like United States, that was the champion of democracy, champion of freedom, champion of human rights, champion of liberty, champion of free speech, lost all of it. We find things changed drastically. Government changed, politicians changed, laws were passed. One cannot believe that these laws are passed in the United States. The society changed. Journalism changed, reporting changed, media changed. People started justifying, even justify torture. United States became involved with secret prisons. United States started targeting people and not giving them any opportunity of freedom. The concept of unless you are proven guilty, you are innocent, got reversed. That unless you are proven innocent, you are guilty. Ask the Muslim community, particularly in this society. So I find this so drastic change, really. Many times it doesn't become obvious, but we analyze piece by piece, then you'll find 9/11 really changed tremendously. Tremendously. There was no revolt. Still there is no revolt from the public that the government is doing wrong. Government is even violating the constitution. There is no revolt from the reporting, the media, the journalism, the politicians, and so on. Rather, it seems to be it is the reverse. After 9/11, many thousand Muslims were arrested. and put in prisons and deported. Very little is known really. I think people like you who have some interest and who are understanding the situation, you can appreciate it, but I think the majority of the population of this country doesn't appreciate and understands that. It flows with the sensation of the media, with the report of the FBI and law enforcement agencies based on exploiting the situation, blowing up the reportings and other things in disproportion, and so on. But anyway, we are living with that, and we know certain things which we have never imagined, certain laws and certain implementations and certain actions by the United States government and the President and the Congress and the Senate and the law enforcement agencies are practicing would have never been imagined really at that time I'm talking about. Drones are being sent, innocent people are being killed. United States would invade and occupy a country I did not imagine when I was growing up. And it happened in front of our eyes. Afghanistan and Iraq were invaded and occupied. Hundreds of thousands people were killed and maimed. Millions of people were displaced from their homes. They became refugees in their own countries. And still it's going on, and so on and so forth. So you put all these pieces together, and you will agree really that it was a tremendous difference and tremendous change. After 9/11, as I mentioned to you, thousands and thousands of Muslims were victimized and arrested and sent back home. But if we look for the situation after 9/11, we don't find that even a single American was killed because of a terrorism plot. 11 years are gone. When I analyze and see, not a single American was killed because of a terrorism plot. And this situation is known to everybody, and FBI and other law agencies knew very well that after putting surveillance, all the mosques, all the Muslims, all the businesses, all their population, their student bodies, their religious bodies, and everything, they didn't find any trace of terrorism related with that. Then they started inventing fake terrorism plots, where the FBI comes up with a plot. It picks up an informant or informants and trains them and coaches them, and then writes like movies are written and scripts are written, and it executes it and find some fake person, some person most likely not in sound mind or so, and then they break the case when the case is not going any further, or they think that it's enough to sell in the media or to the politicians or to the public, and they say a terrorism plot was thwarted, it was disrupted. Had it gone, it would have done much danger or something like this. So hundreds of plots like this were all planned and executed and broken up by the FBI. So the FBI was the only terrorism organization which conducted any terrorism activities in this country, not a real terrorism plot. What happens in these kinds of situations that they pick up a criminal, normally from a Muslim community, and bargains with them that if you entrap some people, we will give you money, we will reduce your charges, and we will give you citizenship. And then they coach and send the individual, it goes and befriends somebody from the Muslim and takes takes time, sometimes a year, sometimes 2 years, and then talks to people, and some people who are very emotional, are not in right mind, or they are mentally challenged, somehow they implicate that this person was interested in terrorism activities, and they do some recordings, audio or video, and that recording does success in courts, because courts are changed, judges are changed, and juries are changed. Classified material is used, secret evidence is being used. All this, as I was mentioning, I never imagined that it will happen in my lifetime in America, but it is happening. And these kinds of cases, hundreds of them, have taken place. And one case took place in my community, in my mosque, which I founded, and I'm still president of that. The imam and another person from that mosque was entrapped. How they were entrapped, how FBI started and why it started, how long it took for them, more than a year, for example. They were arrested, a big sensation in the society, and havoc was created, and they were charged and tried and sentenced for 15 years each. This is an advertisement on my behalf that I wrote a book on that case, because I knew firsthand each and everything. The book is available over there, with all the transcripts and the trial and the proceedings and etc., etc. Please pick up a book and read if possible. The proceeds of this book, $10 each, will go to the victims' families, victims' children actually. And finally, there is another advertisement. We started a project called Salam, that is support and legal advocacy for Muslims. And we are studying all these kinds of cases, fake cases invented by FBI. About 150 cases or so are there on that wall, and the list is very long. So once you get a time, please look at them and try to see what is going on and how much change we have gone through since 9/11. Thank you very much.